there's always like a lag on that, and I'm like waiting to pop on the screen, and I'm like,
A little bit.
well, hey everybody, welcome to Paranormal Tea Time. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. We are spilling the tea on another paranormal topic. Joined by my co-host Stephanie.
Hi. Good evening, everybody.
And today we are fortunate to have Mike Familant. Did I say that right?
You got it. Yeah.
Awesome. From In the Shadow of the Big Red Eye. Mike is a Bigfoot researcher, field investigator. You dabble a little bit in everything, right?
Yeah, Bigfoot mostly. I know you do a lot of paranormal stuff, and I'll just straight off the bat, paranormal stuff kind of scares me a little bit. So I've done a couple ghost hunts, and I've been less than less than happy coming out of or during it, I should say. I've been a little scared, so not the one to get scared, but it's been fun.
So you're
It's
more scared
interesting.
of ghosts than Bigfoot? I think I would be more scared of Bigfoot.
Nah, I don't know. I'd rather track down an 8 foot tall bipedal primate that could rip your head off rather than something you might not be able to see. I don't know. That just gets. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd rather encounter in the woods. I mean, I would rather encounter a puckwudgie than a Bigfoot. I think.
I don't know. You remember what they do to you?
What
They
they
will
do to you?
roast. They will roast Fiona like a stuffed pig.
She doesn't have any meat on her.
It didn't matter. They like children.
Okay, give a couple shout outs to people watching in the chat. We have Raul from Tower Paranormal, Brianna from the Borland House, and Sean.
Hello.
Sean. And we also have David from Down the Rabbit Hole hanging out tonight.
What's going on, guys?
Hey guys, welcome in. So I mean, I guess we'll start with the beginning. Why Bigfoot?
Well, it all started back in 2011, and I was working at a beach resort in Sarasota, Florida, which was the best job that I've ever had before in my entire life. The boss was like, "Hey, I want you to go lock up at night and watch the sunset on the beach with the guests." And I'm like, "Oh, you don't gotta tell me twice, you know." So I was watching Finding Bigfoot on TV one night, and I was bored, passing the time. And at the end of the program, they were like, "Hey, you could come out with the team and look for Bigfoot." And I was like, "Oh man, all right, deal." So I purchased 2 tickets that night, one for me, one for my fiance, whom I did not tell we were going to go look for Bigfoot. Yeah, this is going to be my little pre-wedding surprise, you know? So, anyways, um, I had never been camping prior to this, so I didn't have like a tent or a sleeping bag or like the headlamp that they require. So I was in order like to preserve the secret, I was hiding all of this stuff underneath our. And we're living in a 1 bedroom apartment, so I'm hiding all this stuff in our little apartment patio closet underneath like the or the Christmas decorations and stuff. So there's no way she is gonna find any of this camping stuff. So, a couple weeks before the expedition comes by, and I'm greeted by her at the doorway with the face on. I'm sure you ladies know how to, the face.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, so she had that on. She had done something that to this day, I have no idea why she decided to do this, but she decided to clean the apartment. And she found all of this camping stuff. So she comes, meets me at the door, hand on the hip. She's like, "Mike, what are we doing?" And I said, "Hun, we are going to North Florida to look for Bigfoot." And then we broke up. So there was that. So,
Oh man.
yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I moved up to Tampa. I got a job. I'm an EMT or I used to be an EMT by trade, firefighter, EMT. So I got a job working on the ambulance for the city of Tampa, and I found out these tickets are non-refundable, which like I did not want to go on this Bigfoot expedition after the breakup. Like that's definitely not up.
Yeah.
So I asked my buddy, one of the EMTs I was working with, the weirdest person in the company. And I said, Jimmy, I've got to go look for Bigfoot. Do you want to come with me? And he said, and he's my best friend to this day. He said, oh man, I've always wanted to do that. So I said, nice, So we go up to Torreya State Park. It's in northern Florida. And we're there for 3 nights, 4 days. We camp kind of far away from everybody because we think everybody is going to be just absolutely weird. And it worked. So great. It was going to be people watching. Didn't think twice about Bigfoot. It wasn't really on our mind until the last night when we heard a tree knock come from camp, and then a tree knock from the complete other side of camp. And I immediately thought that it was these people that were on the expedition, like knocking on the tree, trying to poke with us. And then about 15 minutes goes by, and I have it right here actually, a fist-sized rock comes crashing down through the woods and lands 5 feet away from us. So I said at this point in my life, nope, this is how horror movies start. Getting out of here. And Jimmy, he was like, well, if you want to go sleep in the car, you can sleep in the car. And by the time he had said that, I had my sleeping bag and I was just beelining it right to the car. So he comes up to the car and he's like, Mike, Bigfoot knock on trees and they throw rocks. Like this is the whole point of why we're here, And I was like, yeah, I suppose you're right. So I went back out by the campfire. Over the course of the next 15 minutes, 4 more of these fist-sized rocks come crashing down, land 5 to 10 feet away from us. So at this point, my buddy comes up to me, Jimmy, and he's like, Mike, I've got an idea. I'm going to throw a rock back at it. And I said, Jimmy, man, I don't think that's a really great idea, So he took the rock and he chucked it back in that direction. And I knew it wasn't a person because at that exact moment, a 15-pound laptop-sized boulder came crashing down and landed 5 feet away from us.
Oh my gosh.
And that was it. That was the start. And that was back in 2011.
Whoa. Well, moral of the story, you do not want to get into a what measuring contest with a Bigfoot. We're going to throw a bigger rock.
That's exactly it.
But it's funny you say like that you went there for that and then they start interacting and then you run, because we get that a lot on our public investigations where like you paid for this and then there's like 50 and you're like I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
I see it all the time on the videos too, where people are like, yeah, I heard this place was haunted, so I booked the room for the night. And like this one video I saw, like I think it was on Paranormal, caught on camera. This guy like took his whole family, his wife, he had 3 kids. They were excited to go see, see if they could get some interaction. And they're sitting there like, hey, give us a sign that you're here. And the chair starts to spin a little bit. And literally they packed up and left. And I was like, this is exactly what you guys came here for. Why, like you just wasted a whole hotel room, you wasted your money.
Yeah, I've had that a couple of times on public expeditions where people just they just pack it up and piece it out because they just can't handle. And it's just like, it's nothing too crazy, but some people like have never been camping before, and
Sure,
they might you inherently have to like camping to go bigfooting. So if you're already 0 for 1, you're not going to like bigfooting.
Yes.
So if
you're in the woods with the bugs,
I would highly recommend that if you're into bigfooting, that you would go camping before you try bigfooting.
Yeah, I used to camp all the time in Alaska and came across moose, bears, but never a Bigfoot. But I always kept my eye peeled and always hoped, but they would never, obviously, probably just not want to get close enough or whatever. Or maybe the bear scared them off. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, I go camping and I don't see Bigfoot. But every time
you're in a camper.
I didn't always camp in a camper. You can camp in a camper and still hunt for Bigfoot.
You can. Yes, you can. And it's probably safer. I'd probably still feel safer that way, especially in New York with the snakes, the ticks, the jumping spiders.
Yeah, I was actually kayaking the other day and like you hear like animal moving on the side of like the river. Oh, please be Bigfoot. Please be Bigfoot.
Don't be a bear. Don't be a bear.
Oh, we forgot. I got so excited about Bigfoot. What are you drinking, Steph?
Oh, so I decided to go with my Paris brand, but look at the cup that I found in my cabinet.
Oh, very
So
pretty.
yeah, it's an actual teacup.
Very nice. Mine is in a mug. I am drinking, it's a masala chai tea from Adagio, those little samples that I got.
Yeah,
And it's in my Paranormal Tea Time mug.
love it.
And Mike, how about you? What are you drinking?
I'm just drinking coffee, and it's in the shadow of Big Red Eye personalized custom mug that you can buy on my Etsy for only $5.
Five
Very
dollars.
I know.
cool.
I bought so many of them, and I need to get rid of them because they're taking up too much room. So $5.
So everybody go order, because
Go
you
buy a
can't get a
cup.
good mug for $5 anywhere. So
Yeah,
go on
yeah.
Etsy
True.
and get one. Or are you gonna have them at the crypto convention?
Oh, I'm gonna have them at the Crypticon, and you have a one with your name on it.
Aw,
Awesome. I'm gonna
very
stop
cool.
by your table. So can we talk about that? That actually is a good segue into the shadow of the big red eye.
hmm
So what is that exactly, if anybody doesn't know?
So it's actually the longest and only running weekly YouTube series documentary about Bigfoot research on YouTube. It's been going for 10 seasons. We've been doing it 10
Oh,
years now,
wow.
and it's just been really fun. It's kind of like finding Bigfoot like you've seen on TV, except
Mhm.
a little bit better. Um, and I can say that because hopefully nobody production crews from Finding Bigfoot is watching this. But no, it's a real good show. It's a down to earth show. I film, edit, and process everything myself, so it's I know what I release out into the YouTube world is real and it's not
Mhm.
over edited. The reason why I made the show because I was tired of watching um, like shows on TV where they would like play music over like evidence and stuff like that. Like, do you guys ever get that in the
Yeah.
paranormal kind of world?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
And it's like it irks me because it's like, why would you like? That's the whole. Anyways, I like.
yeah.
So I wanted to make a show that wasn't about that and wasn't designed for money and ratings and all that good stuff. So I came up with In the Shadow of Big Red Eye, and it's been 10 years now, and we've been having a lot of fun.
Very cool. Very cool. That probably
What?
takes a lot of time to sit there and do your own evidence, review,
Oh
footage,
yeah.
editing, all that stuff. That's got to be a lot of work for you.
Wait until you find out what I actually do for work.
Oh boy.
All right. What do you do for work now?
So I'm a full-time public speaker. I actually go around the country speaking at libraries and events and festivals, conferences, and that allows me to film my YouTube show looking for Bigfoot at night all around the country. So it kind of is a
Okay.
kind of two-way thing. I spent 131 nights last year alone tent camping looking for Bigfoot.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a lot.
So that's like over one every third night, if you think about it. So that's
Yeah.
a lot.
I
Yeah.
see
My
you
back hurts.
posting a lot about, your lectures and your speaking, and I gotta try to make one because
Mhm.
they
Yeah,
look really, really interesting. Even if you're not a traditional Bigfoot person, they look really interesting.
Mhm.
and they're a whole lot of fun. Everybody gets a good kick out of it, and hopefully learns a little bit. And we just always have a great time.
Yeah. So our friend Bree is asking, do you think Yeti and Bigfoot are the same species?
That's a great question. I do think they're the same species. I think it would be very difficult for the world to contain more than one kind of biologically cryptid species or primate species like that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
do think they're kind of the same species, just like Grassman and the skunk ape and Big Red Eye here in New
Makes
Jersey.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the same because I mean you have okay, so you have the human race. We're from all different parts of the world. Well, why can't Bigfoot be, have different kind of subspecies, if you will, you know what I mean? Same thing with aliens. There's supposed to be different kind of subspecies of aliens too. There's the reptilians, there's the ant-like ones, there's a typical grays. So why can't there be different subspecies of Bigfoot too? There probably is.
Yeah, would make a whole lot of sense. I mean,
Yeah.
we look a little bit different, and we live on different areas of the country and in the world, so it makes sense that Bigfoot would too.
Yeah.
Raul was saying to contradict Stephanie's that you can't experience a Bigfoot if you're in an RV. Dr. Hannah lives in an RV and had a Bigfoot encounter and caught it on her RV cam.
Ah.
I think you need to get an RV cam if you don't have one.
Yeah.
I think I do. I have one inside for the dogs, but I have to get one for outside.
So
And
yes,
he would also
we're-
like to know, how do you get to go tent camping and squashing with you? Do you do public events in the woods?
Yeah, very occasionally. As you can imagine, my schedule's a little busy, so it's hard for me to do public expeditions where I can find 3 or 4 nights to actually have enough in a row to get people to go out. But we did just have one very successful one up in the Finger Lake region of New York, which is super
Cool.
fun. That episode's actually going to be coming out on the YouTube channel in a couple weeks, so you'll be able to see that. But yeah, I do occasionally take people out. The best way to check that out is I usually in the beginning of the year will release that, and it'll be on my website at shadowofredeye.com.
Very cool. So yes, Bree, I can actually see the chat today because I busted out with my old laptop. I figured out how to change the date and time so it's current, and figured out how to get the internet on it. So yay me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Raul was saying Bigfoot, skunk ape, and Yeti are just variations like humans have variations.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
like, that's very, very true, because it does happen in nature. Because have you ever heard of a tenrec?
No.
So a tenrec looks exactly like a hedgehog. Like, it has the spikes and the spines. From all intents and purposes, if you look at it, it is a hedgehog. They are not related in any way. They evolved on different continents, different areas, but they look so similar.
It sounds kind of like a pukwudgie.
Well, kind of, except for it is a little tiny cute thing instead of a thing that's gonna throw you off of a cliff. See, if I don't know what is going on with my camera. Like,
I know.
I'm cursed today.
Yeah. You keep freezing.
I know.
We can still hear you fine. It just keeps freezing.
I'll show you. See,
Aw.
these are hedgehogs and tenrecs. So that's what,
Okay.
like, okay, Bigfoot, Yeti.
That's adorable.
Those are cute.
You know, we sometimes go off on weird tangents, but
I'm
that's
gonna
what it
start
made me
looking for
think
them.
of.
Well, I don't know why I'm looking for Bigfoot. I'm gonna go looking for those little things.
I know. You could just stick one in your pocket. Speaking of which, have you heard of the Albatwitch in Pennsylvania?
Yes, yeah, they have a festival for that, if I'm not mistaken, don't they?
I think so, yeah. But that is what I want to hunt. I want to hunt the teacup Bigfoots.
Mm-hmm.
Because they sound like the pukwudgies. I think I just like little cryptids.
Okay, so how big is a teacup Bigfoot?
I think they're like 4 feet tall.
Okay.
That's a cute Bigfoot. That's a cute size for a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, little
It's
guys.
like a mini Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
An average foot.
Thank you, Bree.
A little foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can call it a
If
little foot.
If you weren't investigating Bigfoot, which cryptid would you be hunting?
The Tasmanian tiger. No question about it.
Oh, yes. Is
Oh.
that even a cryptid?
No, I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't consider it a cryptid because it's something that used to exist, correct?
Yeah, okay. I might give you that one. I think it's still classified as a cryptid.
Really?
Would have to look up the definite. I don't know. That's a good one. If not, it would be the chupacabra.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm into that one too.
okay.
That one's a little closer to home. I don't have to go overseas for that one.
Yeah.
This is true. What do you think the chupacabra is?
It's got to be like an ancient dog or something that's hanging out. I don't know, or a hybrid wolf dog. I don't know. I don't know. It's cool. I haven't looked into it as much as I've wanted to, but it would be something cool to check out.
Mm-hmm.
We did an episode when we were doing Encyclopedia of the Unknown on Alien UK, where we were just going letter by letter and talking about different paranormal topics. One on chupacabra. And so I had hundreds of pictures like pulled up, looking at bears with mange, dogs, coyotes with mange. I'm like, that looks pretty chupacabra-y.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But it doesn't
could be.
explain the injuries and the mutilations on farm animals.
Yeah, there's something behind it for sure. They're seeing something. Just like I don't know. People are saying that the drones over New Jersey weren't a thing, and that we weren't seeing those things, but we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just came out that we were. So there's truth behind every legend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
I
true.
would say even, that's why it's like actual urban legends, like I always say there's some sort of a sliver of some truth in it
Mhm.
every single time, something happened that created this whole thing. And then it was kind of like operator game, and the
Yeah,
stories got passed on and passed on, and then it got tweaked and tweaked some more. And then you have crazy
I
urban
think that's
legend.
the perfect example would be like the Jersey Devil for that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That was the 13th child the mother leads that said to have was born cursed the child, and then the child became a devil and flew up through the chimney. um I don't know if I believe that one. That's a
Yeah.
tough one for me.
You
Yeah.
haven't had any encounters with the Jersey Devil?
I've been looking. I've been down the Pine Barrens multiple times, and I'll tell you, it's hard to look for the Jersey Devil because we don't really know how to lure in one. One of the times we were down there, we actually we were down with Andrew Callahan, which is a very popular YouTube channel, and we went out with him, and he obtained some goat's blood, and we attached that to a tree, and we put trail cameras all around it, and we let that sit there and reminisce for a little bit. You have to watch the YouTube channel and see what happened to that, but it
Mhm.
was really fun. We also go down and look for for Bigfoot down in the Pine Barrens, because it's a wonderful spot to look for Bigfoot. It's 1.1 million acres of absolutely nothing.
Mhm. Wow. So, Nicole,
Yes.
if you were going to go searching for any sort of cryptid besides Puckwudgies, what else would you pick?
I think I would go with Bigfoot because it is one of the most widely reported ones. So you have a better chance of finding one or evidence or footprints or hair or something, having
Yeah.
some kind of experience.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
Rihanna
Good
said for the
reason.
Jersey Devil, you just have to pull out a hockey puck. That's what you ordered.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, hockey has come up a lot today.
There's been a lot of hockey stuff going on today on the news and stuff too. So, yeah. Yeah.
Not the
And
biggest
even
hockey.
on Jeopardy. It was on Jeopardy. There was like a whole hockey section, and I'm like, what is this? Nobody knows this.
You're in your Jeopardy.
Yep. Nightly thing.
So I don't know. Do you have any personal encounters with Bigfoot that are just you can't explain? You can't chalk it up to maybe it's a different animal besides the 15-pound rock.
Yeah, well, that was cool. The second encounter I had was in Central Florida, in Colt Creek State Park in the Green Swamp Hunting Preserve, and we went there for one night. It was me and Jimmy, and this is after we left that first expedition, we made it our personal goal to figure out what could throw rocks at us. Right. So that was our thing. So we started watching all the TV shows and talking to every researcher we could talk to, and everything we could possibly do to further our knowledge of Bigfoot. And in a 3-week time frame, we decided that we are now professionals. So we decided to go out to Colt Creek State Park, and we're there for one night, and we do a night hike. And I'm with Jimmy again. He's not scared at all, because he's got his 6 foot tall machete and his 10 million lumen spotlight that he's got shining around. So we were about a mile and a half from camp, and all of a sudden, Jimmy's spotlight comes across two pairs of reflecting eyes. One pair is reflecting fire engine red, just like this, and the other pair is aqua blue.
Wow.
So that's intriguing right there.
Yeah.
So we, in our infinite wisdom of everything in the woods, we thought it was people. So we started. We didn't realize, like, people. We don't have eye shine. We can't see at night, so that wouldn't have been people to start with. But we didn't realize that. We just thought, two pairs of eyes about people height. They got to be people. So we start yelling out, "Hey, we're just looking for Bigfoot," and then no response, just those eyes staring at us. And then we say, "Hey, we're just going to go back to camp and check out, leave you guys, alone." Then the one set of eyes turns, the red set turns and looks at the blue set, turns and looks back at us, and then blinks. And then
Wow.
that's another nope moment, and we were out of there.
Oh
That
man,
was
but see,
super.
that's
Yeah,
what you're there for.
I know, I
I know,
know,
but
I know.
it still gets you at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were so new. This was only our second. This is my second time in the woods. So,
Okay.
this is, you got to give me a pass on that one.
All right.
Uh, but, but we went back the next day and we did a recreation because we wanted to see, like, how tall. That's what we saw on the shows. We saw them do on the shows, like how tall these eyes were. So I went back in the woods and I raised my hands up, and the eyes were about 7.5 feet tall and about 2 feet apart from each other.
Goodness gracious.
Hmm.
So unless that was like, in that's the thing. It could have been two owls of different species sitting on a branch that didn't exist there,
Yeah.
or it was two Bigfoot that we saw that evening, I think.
I like that you went back and tried to recreate it and investigate it a little further in the daytime, because a lot of these people you'll see, like, okay, there's some sticks crossed, it's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Why is it Bigfoot? Why
Right.
can't it be the sticks just fell that way?
That's one of my pet peeves, because I get to, one of my perks of my job is I get to work with different types of researchers from all across the country, and I get to interact with them. So every place I go, I do research and I try to bring out local investigators as guides, but I can see how they operate, which is really cool. And like I said, a pet peeve of mine is everything's a Bigfoot, because everything is not a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Most things are not a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And if everything's
So
a Bigfoot, then nothing's a Bigfoot.
exactly. So that's why I try to go into it, and when people show me, like, footprints and stuff, and I hate to burst their bubbles when I say I don't think it's really anything, or
Yeah.
it's too inconclusive to be anything, and they'll be like, "But you see the toes, and here's the mid tarsal break, and meanwhile it's blurry and you can't see, you can barely see an outline." That's another thing that gets me.
Yeah.
But
I had a guy years ago, that big Bigfoot enthusiast. I don't remember who it was at the time, but he sent me a picture of what he believed to be a baby Bigfoot foot. And he had his foot up against the impression that was in the ground, because it was like mud, but it was the exact same size as his foot. And I'm just like, mm, you
yeah,
know, so Paul's Paranormal. Yes, this is my haunted Victorian tea room. There's a few in here that are things in here that are actually haunted. I have more up in my second bedroom where the bulk of my haunted items are. But yes, this one in particular, I do have a few that like to sit down here because they like to look out the window. So
We have a question from Raul. He wants to know if you believe that Bigfoot travels in family groups, because that's another big debated thing. And
yeah, I think they travel kind of like deer do. Most of the time, they end up in family groups where the male's with them. But I think during certain times of year where the male has to kind of go outside of their family groups to do their own kind of things that males do, they interact with other family groups. So I
yeah,
think there's definitely an interaction between the family groups, but I do think they live in maybe 4 to 8 to 10 individual family groups.
yeah, yeah, they could. Like Hudson Valley actually has a lot of Bigfoot sightings, and the earliest documented sighting was actually in 1604.
Wow,
So
that's
if
really.
put, yeah, yeah, and again, that's documented. So
Hmm.
imagine all the ones before that or even after. There's the little girl in Kingston that went missing, and it was like
apparently,
1888.
Madawaska is a
Yeah,
Bigfoot hotspot.
yeah. So this little girl that was 2.5 years old in 1888, she went missing for a full 24 hours. When they found her, she was standing in water up to her knees, and it was actually a fisherman that had found her. And so he took her back, and they're like, oh, how did you stay warm and things like that. And she says a big bear was giving
Yeah.
me berries and stuff. So like, a bear obviously isn't going to be bringing a child berries and keeping it warm at night and keeping it safe at night.
Yeah.
So next best thing would be Bigfoot. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty fascinating. There's stories like that, tons of them, tons
Yeah,
of them.
that's a super common theme that a Bigfoot essentially kidnaps some kid or finds them lost in the woods and takes them kind of under its wing.
Yeah, until a human finds them, which is really awesome. Kind of like the gorillas, these kids that fall into the gorilla
Yeah.
enclosures, and one ends up taking care of it until, people can come and grab it. So this is kind of a running theme. I'm sure you probably heard of the missing 411.
Mm-hmm. David Paulides. Yep.
Yes, I can never remember his name. I'm glad you know it. So for those of you that don't know, he's got like, there's books, there's a podcast, there's all kinds of stuff out there on the missing 411, but he never says Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, what have you. But it's kind of like an implied type of thing that
Yeah.
these things are, that this is what these people are seeing or encountering. So it's pretty neat.
He was just on Joe Rogan's podcast, which apparently I didn't get to just didn't get to listen to it yet, but apparently it got into some really intriguing topics.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm.
So Jill is asking, what is your favorite place to search for Bigfoot? So hi, Jill.
I like let's see. I like going down to I just was actually just down there a couple of weeks ago, down the Smoky Mountains, one of my favorite places on the planet, just because it's so beautiful and so vast. It's really cool. But if I had to pick one location to look for Bigfoot, it'd have to be up in Whitehall, New York. Just because, yeah, the history there, but also there's so many there's just so many recent sightings, and every time I go up there and actually do an investigation, we always get some stuff that happens to us. So it's one of my favorite places to go in the country.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I definitely want to make it up there to the Whitehall Bigfoot Festival.
Festival, yeah, that's if you've never been to a festival, that'll knock your socks off.
Yeah, I specifically want to see the Bigfoot calling contest because I think that's
Oh my goodness.
hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
People take that very seriously. Like that's a
Oh, I'm
that's a
sure.
thing. Yeah, they give out awards and stuff like
Yeah.
trophies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's what is it, the Bigfoot Research Society of New York, that they've captured sounds and stuff that they believe to be Bigfoot, and I can tell you some of those sounds, like, and I grew up in the woods, like I'm in Alaska, I'm familiar with sounds and stuff. This thing sounded like something I have never ever heard before. So it was, I can't even describe it because it was so different.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very interesting. We had another.
You got a lot of comments going on down there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's popping off a little bit. So Bigfoot barbecue. I can take you to Mount St. Helens and show you how the weather made all kinds of what people think Bigfoot does. It's the weather.
Okay.
How much of what people think is Bigfoot do you think can be explained by natural causes?
98% of things. I think like especially the reports that I get that come into me or any other Bigfoot research organization, whether it be the BFRO or whoever have you. I think they're probably 98% misidentifications of either people or known animals, most likely bears, because when a bear stands up on its back legs, it looks very squatchy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's very to come across to Bigfoot is you need to have a lot of luck, and the timing has to be perfect. You have to be in the right place at the right time with the right circumstances. I mean, the stars have to be aligned to have you have or you just got to be randomly doing nothing and you'll see one. One of the two. I mean, for me, it's got to be the stars aligned because I've been invested in this now. But other people, they just randomly see it. So I don't know. It's an intriguing thing.
So I've talked to a lot of Bigfoot investigators, and there's pretty much two schools of thought, at least on this. It's Bigfoot is a real physical animal bipedal humanoid type thing, like a physical creature, flesh and blood. And Bigfoot is like a mythological part of the Fae or interdimensional. Where do you fall?
I am very far under on the biological standpoint of
Mm-hmm.
Bigfoot. And that's not to say that I can't cross over at some point. Like if I were to be on an expedition and investigating and I see a Bigfoot, first of all, I've never seen a Bigfoot. So I don't even know that Bigfoot's out there 100% because I've never seen one. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I can't say that I'm sure that Bigfoot's out there.
Okay.
So if I ever were to see one, that'd be super cool. That'd be dope. But it also would be like, say, then that Bigfoot vanished right in front of my eyes. Like, then I would have to change my opinion to it being, more intradimensional uh, type of creature. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to either theory.
Yeah.
However, I've just in my expeditions and my adventures thus far, I've not seen anything that I can relate it to be that intradimensional creature.
Yeah, there have been actual sightings where people have said that they've seen like Bigfoot walking across a road,
Hey,
but
John.
they say it looks like he's in a doorway because his immediate surroundings do not match all the rest of the surroundings. So they think he's like in some sort of a portal.
Yeah, I've heard that multiple times. So
Now, I wanted to ask you, you've probably seen this. Um, the Bigfoot that was seen on October 20th, 1967, that was recorded. That's supposedly a video that nobody has been able to debunk.
Um,
is that the Patterson Gimlin?
mhm.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
What do you think about that one?
Uh, it's such a heated topic right now in the community. I think I have I've obviously everybody's seen the video. I think it's legit. I don't think it's a guy in a costume. A lot of people are saying it is because apparently there's this new video or a thing that came out that debunks the whole thing that
Because
nobody's.
they used AI, and I mean,
Yeah,
let's face
I
it, like
mean,
AI, I don't think can explain 100% everything.
no, AI told me that the tarp was upside down on my canopy today, and it was not. Okay, so you can't rely on AI for everything.
Yeah,
Have you seen
exactly.
that little comic strip thing where it's like, AI, is this mushroom poisonous? And AI is like, no. And then there's the grave, and it's like, I was mistaken. Would you like to learn more about poisonous mushrooms? It doesn't get it right 100% of the time.
No. Mm-mm.
So yeah, I think it's a legitimate thing, and if anybody has changed their opinion because of a video that they may or may not have seen, I think that's kind of crazy to change your opinion on something if that rocks your foundation so much because of a documentary that came out. Then that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I know that one's been in different has been in like different shows and like Paranormal Caught on Camera. And I just saw it on something else the other day too that they were talking about it. So it keeps popping up all this time. 1967. That's pretty crazy. And it was kind of more difficult to, I think, to fake things back in those days.
Mhm.
So, and I've watched it and I saw the one that they switched it into AI and stuff. And yeah, the AI one makes it look a little fake, but again, AI wasn't back there in 1967, so I mean, or was it? But you know what I mean?
Hey.
You people would have, I think, used a costume if they were going to fake it back then.
Yes.
yeah, there's just there's red flags with everything. I mean, with any
Yeah,
video that you're gonna have, but there's been three, four, five, six people, half dozen people that say that they've been the guy in the suit, which is
yeah,
obviously a
Mhm.
red flag.
yeah,
Um, they went out there looking for Bigfoot, which is a red flag. Think about that. If I were to get the best evidence of Bigfoot, who would be the person to probably hoax the most? Who would be the person to hoax a video the most? Would be me because I'm
Mhm.
out there the most trying to find Bigfoot,
hmm,
spending so much time in the woods. It'd obviously be someone like that. So that's a red flag.
yeah,
And it doesn't matter. I think it's a cool video. It's got a lot of people. It was a lot of people's initiation into Bigfoot research,
hmm,
and I think that's important. It's an important piece of video, whether it's real or not, doesn't really make a difference. I don't think.
That's kind
yeah,
of like the Ghost Adventures, in the the ghost hunting world.
Right.
It's all right, if you love it or you hate it, if you think Zach Baggins is full of shit or you think he's like the god of ghost hunting, it gets people talking. It brought it more mainstream and it gets you out there wanting to look for things yourself. So
Yeah.
it served its job, real
Just
or fake.
the same way that finding Bigfoot did it for me, you know,
Mhm.
same exact way. I don't agree with the research efforts and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
whatever. But it got me into Bigfoot, so I can't say anything negative about it.
Yeah.
Other than In the Shadow of Big Red Eye, if you had to recommend one Bigfoot show, what would it be?
Let's see. Like, can it be a movie?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Harry and the Hendersons. That's my favorite
Oh.
movie by
I
far.
love Harry and the
Yeah.
Hendersons.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't. I mean, that's just the only movie that's I don't know. It's cool. That was done. It's actually the cool thing about that. I don't know if you guys remember at the end of the
Yeah.
movie, there's a scene where there's I guess Harry, and then there's little Bigfoot that appear, and then the credits start rolling or they're during the credits
Yes.
or something like that. They're actually always there. There was no green screens or AI involved in that at all. So you could actually go back and watch that and actually see the Bigfoots right there. That's how good at camouflage they were. Just yeah, I mean, it's kind of neat though. You know
Yeah.
that wasn't like computer animated in.
Mhm.
That's I don't know, it's cool. But what do you think about when they are supposedly cloaking, in the wild? Do you think that's like a natural camouflage?
Kind of like Predator movies.
Well, when you say like the cloaking, what do you mean? Like the interdimensional, like going
Do you
into
remember the original Predator? How the creature would camouflage himself into the background,
yeah,
and you
right.
could kind of see just the
Like
little.
shivers almost. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
like when
it kind of
people
like
are
that.
looking at a Bigfoot, watching a Bigfoot, and they say, "Oh, it just disappeared." Went behind a tree that was not like big enough to conceal it and disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, I would like it just I would love to see that. That would just blow my mind if
Maybe
I had
that's where
that.
they go into a different dimension.
That's what I mean. I think most people that are interdimensional would say that that's a portal to a different dimension that they could just somehow shapeshift or disappear into a
Yeah,
different dimension than we know. Which again is delightfully fun to think about. But for me, it's hard for me to answer an unknown with another unknown.
Hmm.
Like morally, that's hard for me to do.
makes
So
sense.
in the flesh and blood school, how many Bigfoot? Have you put any thought into this or done any research into how many Bigfoot would be needed to sustain a population?
There has to be at least like 15 to 1800 to sustain a population across the United States. So that's a large number. Well, it's a small number if you think about it for a population. Uh, but there needs to be a few enough of them to remain hidden from all the people that are out looking for it and all the deforestation that we're so great at doing as people. So I think there's probably about 2,000 Bigfoot that live in the United States, give or take. I'm not, that's a good guesstimate,
Yeah.
but mostly up in the Pacific Northwest. I know there's a comment in the things about the Pacific Northwest up in Washington
Mhm.
State and stuff. I
Mhm.
would never been out that way. I would love to go out that way.
Yeah, it is a big thing in Alaska too. So
Yeah, Alaska would be, man, yeah, it would be killer to go up that way.
yeah, the natives have always described, a Bigfoot type of thing in the woods. Different tribes call it by different things, I think, but
Mhm.
essentially it's a Bigfoot. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, Raul is saying that his favorite Bigfoot movie is a horror movie where Bigfoot is the hero protecting his cabin full of people from skinwalkers.
Oh, that's
oh,
sounds interesting.
different.
I've never heard of that one. Oh,
No,
it's called Dawn of the Beast, apparently.
Dawn
Okay.
of the Beast. Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, Brianna says, it's crazy. We've never actually gotten like a Bigfoot scary movie. Yeah, I don't know of any that have been.
There's one called Exists. it's kind of scary, and
Is it? Okay.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies. Um, and I'll watch it, but I won't like it. So it's kind of scary.
You
Yeah.
don't like
Okay.
ghost hunting. You don't like horror movies,
You
but
can
you're
tell.
chasing a 10-foot cryptid into the woods.
Welcome to the life of Mike. It's not normal. It's not normal.
None
Did
of us
you
are
hear?
normal.
Did you hear about the one that was seen? And I can't remember where exactly in the Hudson Valley. And I almost want to say like 2017, 2019. But this, based on the foot size, they were saying this thing had to be between 18 feet to maybe 20, 24 feet tall.
You lost me at that. That's when you lose me. You can't. If the creature's biological, you're not going to have a creature that exists that's that large that lives on this planet. It's just not. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. It's not going
Okay.
to. There's no way it can run through the forest. There's no way it can sustain itself to be that big. Especially living in the forests of North America. Not. Yeah. Anyways. I interviewed a gentleman in Maine that saw a 20-foot Bigfoot, and that's
Okay.
like that video went viral because everybody was just like, "That's impossible. You can't have a Bigfoot that's big." But you can, judging on the length. There is a way. There's a formula, and I forget that there's a website that I could probably Google somehow and find it out. But that you could take the footstep size of a Bigfoot and determine its weight and how tall it is, its chest size, and stuff like that. So if that was that big of a footprint that got the formula added up to be a 20-foot tall Bigfoot, I'm guessing that probably wasn't a footprint.
Okay. All right.
Gonna say, he's just a wholesome guy living his life in the forest. Homie is probably enjoying his tea watching your podcast too.
I hope so.
Well, cheers to Bigfoot if he's watching.
Squatch is watching, you're putting on. Let me tell you, you're hard to find, my friend.
And we'd love to have you on as a guest.
Yes. Greatest game of hide and seek there ever was.
Right? I'd love all those little like magnets. It's like hide and seek champion.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
It's very big down in West Virginia too. When I went to Trans-Allegheny, they had Bigfoot stuff all over.
Yeah, they have. I'm excited to do they have a festival, West Virginia Bigfoot Festival, every year, and I'm excited to go down there for that. It's in Summersville, West Virginia this year, and it's in. I think it's in the beginning of October, and that's going to be a big one. So I'm excited for that. And then next week we got the Forest County Bigfoot Festival, and then I'm heading right into Michigan for a run of 10 library presentations over 10 days.
Wow.
You are gonna be busy.
Busy.
You better drink your tea with honey.
Yeah. Well, next time it's going to be Red Bull laced with vodka. No, not vodka. I'm sorry, with Red Bull. Red Bull laced with coffee. That's what I'm going to use instead of water in my coffee. I'm going to use Red Bull.
We're just going to need to hook you up to an IV drip of
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah, that'll do it.
There you go, Bigfoot with Starlink in the woods.
Oh, Starlink. That's another thing that I'm trying to get into is Starlink, because I go to these places. I'm curious if anybody that's listening knows Starlink, because if you are, let me know, because I need to pick your brain about it.
I have a Starlink.
Okay, we need to talk after the show.
I can't be much help because it's sitting in my living room right now.
Oh, well.
But I have one. I own one. Yes. Yeah. I do see a lot of good reviews on it. So
cool.
People like it. So this weekend you're going to be at the Cryptid Festival in New Jersey, right?
Absolutely, in Plainsboro at the I'm not sure where it is. Hilton Garden, I think it is, or something like that.
Yeah, I think
I forget it is.
You can say Plainsboro, right?
Plainsboro, New Jersey. Yeah, the Princeton something or another.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. Not speaking at it, but we're there as a special guest. So if you want to have lunch with me, someone's able to do that. I guess you can. It's a VIP experience. So.
Yep, they have tickets available for the VIP lunch. So that's going to be really interesting. And this is going to be pretty big. It's at the Princeton Conference Center.
Yeah, the Crown Plaza. That's it. Thanks, Jill.
Yes, Crown Plaza. So that's going to be interesting because we're going to see you there. We will be there with full moon. We have a table hanging out. And I don't know, it sounds like you have a lot of really interesting things coming up. How can people find you if, they want to get in touch or they have an experience or want to check out what you're doing?
Yeah, the website is www.shadowofredeye.com. That'll list all my social media and stuff. My Facebook is In the Shadow of Big Red Eye. We have a TikTok, YouTube channel that's Sussex County Bigfoot, New Jersey. We have a Instagram that's awesome. So we got it all. So you can find me anywhere. If you need to get in touch with me, our email is shadowofredeye@outlook.com. And there you have it.
Cool. Check it out, everybody. So quick question for everybody. If Bigfoot was sitting there drinking tea, what kind of tea do you think he'd be drinking?
Mushroom tea.
Mushroom tea? Okay.
I like that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Mushroom tea. I would try to be original, but that one's good.
All right. I was thinking mushrooms with maybe some truffles, little dab of honey in there. He probably pulls the honey right out of the thing. And maybe, add some little, I don't know, plant life, steep it all together.
Pine tree tea.
There we go.
Tea. There it is.
Oh, did you know that you can make like a drink that tastes like Sprite out of pine needles?
I think I've heard that a long time ago, but I never researched it or anything.
Yeah, pine needle tea. Jill says.
Tea. Yeah.
Brianna says vanilla Kimura.
I know you can take dandelions and
oh yeah,
crush them up and you can make a tea and stuff. It's supposed to be actually pretty healthy too. So
you can also make dandelion wine.
Oh.
So now I'm picturing Bigfoot in his little outdoor kitchen. And he's making wine from the dandelions, making tea from the mushrooms. He's just Winnie the Poohing all these bees' nests to get his honey.
Yep.
And that's why nobody can catch him. He's always running around. He's a very busy cryptid.
If you ever saw Masha and the Bear cartoon, Bear is basically Bigfoot right there. He's got his cabin in the woods. He's got all of his stuff, and he's just like the rest of us.
Dandelions go in frittatas. You never put dandelions in our frittatas when we go there. I've never heard of this, but it sounds interesting. So at the end of the show, we like to go around and say one good thing that happened
for the past week.
So I'll put Stephanie on the hot seat first, so you have a minute to think.
So today was my daughter's field trip and we went to Legoland, never been there. And we had such a good time. It was such a busy day and it was a beautiful day out. We enjoyed the sunshine and went on the rides together and just had a lot of fun with her friends. So
that's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very nice day.
It was a wonderful day. It was.
My good thing for the week is on Saturday, we went and did a public paranormal investigation at Fort Decker in Port Jervis. And it was a really good turnout. We got some great activity. And I think more importantly than that, everybody had a really good time. They really enjoyed themselves. And we were able to raise a good amount of money that went straight to the fort to help preserve this 1700s historic location in our area. So I'm very happy about that.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Yes. For those that went, I wasn't able to attend because I was at my daughter's ballet recital. So
next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what is your good thing for the week?
Well, we had I was down in Kentucky this past week at the Red River Gorge Bigfoot Festival, and got to give a shout out to this guy Charlie Raymond who put on the festival because it's the second year of the festival and it went off without a hitch. Everything was perfect and it went well. The weather was just phenomenal. The people were great. So that was that really hopefully set the standard for the rest of the year and kick things off in a way that it should be kicked off.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and a shout out to Christina Westervelt there. She is over on the Instagram live, so her comment didn't pop up, but I don't want her to think we forgot about her. So hi, Christina, if you're
Hey,
still watching
girl.
there. So as far as a full moon goes, what we have coming up is, like we said, we'll be at that Crispid
The
Crispid
the
Festival.
Crispy concert.
Yes. The Cryptid Festival with Mike on the 6th, this Saturday.
Yep, Saturday.
On June 20th, we have, what do we have? What is it called? Oh, the Hoffman Lodge.
Yes.
I can't
Hoffman.
form words right now. Our public investigation fundraiser for the Hoffman Lodge in Middletown, New York. And then on the 25th, we will be back with another paranormal night at Kestrel Tavern in Kingston. That one is really fun. It's a local tavern, which is also haunted. But it's free to come out, just hang out. We just BS, hang out, talk paranormal. It's a fun night.
Yeah.
Oh,
sounds fun.
Minute. Hey, Eleni and Mark. Eleni will also be there on Saturday, so we will see you then.
Hope we have a good turnout. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Everybody come hang out.
Yeah, come hang out. If you're in the tri-state area, just come down to Plainsboro and come hang out with us. It's going to be a day full of really cool people and a lot of awesomeness.
Yeah, a lot of awesome guests, awesome speakers, vendors. It is going to be a good time. And you guys are what make it the good time. So come out, because otherwise we're just standing there.
Come have lunch with me. That'd be cool.
Keeping each other entertained.
Yes, right? We end up doing more shopping than vending.
Yeah.
This one, guilty of that. All right, so guys, we are back next Wednesday.
Yep.
Same time, same place, probably. I don't know. I added Instagram this time because I could figure out the stream key. So, grading.
We're all going to work on this.
And hopefully I'll stop glitching. Right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we will see you Saturday or next week.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Yep. Thanks for coming in, everybody, and watching.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you.
Yes, thank you for being here.
That was awesome.
It was a pleasure.